I'm sick, Sam. I need help.
Thomas, your sister, she's gone. These people, they're blaspheming.
The Apostle tells the story of a man trying to save his sister who has been kidnapped by a cult. In the story set in London, Thomas Richardson returns to his home that he left years ago when he learns that his sister has been kidnapped by a cult. The cult members demand a large ransom in exchange for Thomas's release of his sister. Determined to save his sister at all costs, the young man decides to go to the peaceful island where the cult, led by Prophet Malcolm, is located. As Thomas infiltrates the island community, he causes a terrible secret that is even more than he expected to be revealed.
I used to daydream about being old enough to go on dates. I had this image of myself.
The film centers on a young woman and focuses on her dealing with a mysterious and frightening supernatural force that follows her after a sexual experience. The young woman goes to a ruin outside the city with the young man she likes and then finds herself unconscious. Jay's ordinary life turns into a nightmare with the strange delusions he starts to experience from this moment on. He is sure that he is being followed by someone or something, and he has to find a way to get rid of the frightening thing that is following him by getting together with his friends. The film offers much more than expected for those who love the horror and thriller genres. It offers a gripping experience to the viewer with its strong story, successful plot, and impressive atmosphere. This production, which is both thought-provoking and hair-raising at times, is a worth-watching option.
It's gonna be here sooner or later.
This is gonna be good for us, Jess. Really good.
A couple who are stuck in a dead end decide to spend an isolated weekend at a lake house in order to add excitement to their marriage and revive their relationship. However, it turns out that this romantic getaway unexpectedly ends with fear and a struggle for survival. With the sudden death of the husband, the woman is under both physical and psychological pressure. She suddenly finds herself handcuffed to the bed frame and struggling to survive. In the face of this serious and terrifying situation, the woman is left alone with her fears and helplessness. The story of this woman who has to face death and struggle to survive takes the breath away of the viewer and deeply affects them. The film is full of both tension and survival elements.
Wake up. Just wake up. It's time to wake up, honey.
Rob would have loved this place. He's a good man. The best of us.
You know, they have walking trails in England. Pubs.
Come on, man.
A group of college friends gather for a trip to the woods but encounter a menacing presence chasing them. When one of them is injured, they have no choice but to trek through the woods to reach the cabin a few hours earlier. During heavy rain, they spend the night in a creepy abandoned house. This supposed bonding trip brings them surprises. When their friend tragically dies during a robbery, for friends Luke, Hutch, Phil, and Dom travel to the Swedish wilderness to honor their friend. Along the way, they encounter something strange in the woods that haunts them.
What the fuck is that?
Fucking hell, we don't know where we are!
Where'd you get this?
On the shelf.
If it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of the Babadook. A rumbling sound, then 3 sharp knocks.
Babadook, dook, dook.
That's when you'll know he's around. You'll see him if you look.
6 years after the violent death of her husband, Amelia is at a loss. She struggles to discipline her out-of-control 6-year-old, Samuel, a son she finds impossible to love. Samuel's dreams are plagued by a monster he believes is coming to kill them both. When a disturbing storybook called The Babadook turns up at their house, Samuel is convinced that the Babadook is the creature he's been dreaming about. His hallucinations spiral out of control, he becomes more unpredictable and violent. Amelia, genuinely frightened by her son's behavior, is forced to medicate him. But when Amelia begins to see glimpses of a sinister presence all around her, it slowly dawns on her that the things Samuel has been warning her about may be real.
I'm sick, Sam. I need help. I'm sick, Sam. I need help.